Salis, a third-year BEd student of Sultan Kudarat State University, Altus Campus. So this afternoon, I am going to conduct an interview with regards to our study.
So, most of the time, we, as our tool in assessment, apply or use graded recitation in essay form of test among the students.
Yes, of course. Using the alternative assessment in the classroom settings, it is very helpful not to eliminate the traditional one, but of course to integrate this new method so that students can experience new learnings and enhance and develop their learnings.
So they show students real understanding and creativity beyond paper and pencil.
Okay, so learners often respond positively to alternative assessments. So it shows to the learners their increased engagement. So learners are more motivated and invested in their learning. Approve creativity or improve creativity. So these alternative assessments encourage creative thinking and problem solving. Learners also develop their deeper understanding, wherein we have more nuanced understanding of a subject matter. Then, the most important one, we are increased their self-confidence, especially to their abilities when receiving constructive feedback. So, as we observe impacts, critical thinking and problem-solving skills, develop these skills through real-world application. The collaboration and teamwork. This alternative promotes teamwork and communication. Of course, learners should also develop their self-directed learning. So this take ownership of their learning, setting goals, and reflecting on progress. So the most important one, learners will increase their autonomy because it will develop self-assessment and self-reflection skills. Overall, alternative learning assessments can lead to a more engaging, effective, and learner-centered learning experience. I have some challenges encountered when I used alternative learning assessments. So first, ensuring validity and reliability, because alternative assessments can be subjective, making it crucial to establish clear criteria and rubrics. Number two, managing time and resources, because time can be time-consuming to design, implement, and evaluate. Number three, addressing diverse learning, because we are accommodating different learning styles, abilities, and cultural backgrounds can be complex. Number four, providing clear instruction, because learners may need explicit guidance on expectation and requirements. Number five, maintaining consistency, because ensuring consistency and evaluation and feedback can be challenging. Of course, in this modern world, the technology integration because incorporating technology into alternative assessment can present technical issues or accessibility barriers. Number 7, student anxiety and stress, because some students may experience anxiety or stress due to unconventional nature of alternative assessments. To overcome these challenges, teachers should develop clear rubrics and guidelines, provide scaffolding and support, offer choices and flexibility, use technology strategically, monitor student progress and adjust, and foster a growth mindset. By acknowledging these challenges and adapting instruction, educators or teachers can effectively use alternative assessments to meet diverse learning needs.